Her abandoned car sat with the window down. What was in the trunk haunted cops for decades. In the annals of Oregon's criminal history, some cases linger, casting a long shadow over the pursuit of justice. This is the story of Robert Atrops, a 70-year-old man recently convicted of the second-degree murder of his estranged wife, Deborah. The year was 1988 when Deborah's life was tragically cut short. For decades, her case remained cold, a haunting reminder of unanswered questions and a family's enduring grief. Now, after years of relentless investigation and unwavering determination, a guilty verdict has finally brought closure. But the details of this case, the evidence unearthed, and the journey to justice are nothing short of chilling. Give a like and subscribe, leave a comment. November 29, 1988. Deborah Atrops vanished without a trace after a routine appointment at a hair salon. Her plans were simple: pick up her infant daughter from Robert's home in Sherwood, Oregon. But she never arrived. Robert Atrops reported Deborah missing approximately 2.5 hours later. This delay, coupled with other inconsistencies, immediately raised red flags. Investigators noted that there was no record of Robert's calls originating from his home that evening. This absence of communication further deepened the suspicion surrounding his involvement. 2 days later, on December 1st, Deborah's car was discovered at a remote construction site in Beaverton, Oregon. The scene was unsettling. The car's window was inexplicably open and the keys were still inside. It was a detail that suggested something was terribly wrong. The worst fears were confirmed when Deborah's body was found in the trunk. She was covered in mud, a grim testament to the violence she had endured. The medical examiner's report revealed the horrifying truth. Deborah Atrops had died from manual strangulation. Her life had been brutally taken. Robert Atrops claimed he hadn't seen Deborah that night. He maintained his innocence, offering an alibi that failed to fully satisfy investigators. The initial investigation explored other potential suspects, including Deborah's new boyfriend. However, these leads ultimately proved fruitless. Despite the efforts of law enforcement, the case eventually went cold. The trail of evidence seemed to vanish, leaving Deborah's family in a state of perpetual uncertainty. Years turned into decades and the case faded from public memory. But for those who knew and loved Deborah, the pain of her loss remained a constant presence. In 2020, the Washington County Sheriff's Office made the crucial decision to reopen the investigation. A renewed hope emerged that justice could still be served. Cold case detective Kevin Winfield took the helm, bringing fresh eyes and unwavering dedication to the case. He was determined to uncover the truth, no matter how long it took. The renewed investigation focused on re-examining existing evidence and seeking out new witnesses. Detective Winfield and his team left no stone unturned. Their persistence paid off. New witnesses were located, providing crucial information that had been previously overlooked. Advancements in forensic technology also played a pivotal role. Additional testing was conducted on the original evidence, revealing details that were previously undetectable. Crucially, DNA evidence linked Robert Atrops to the coat Deborah was wearing when she was murdered. This was a major breakthrough in the case. Further forensic analysis revealed another damning piece of evidence. The FBI lab matched mud found on Deborah's car to mud samples taken from Robert's home. The convergence of these new pieces of evidence painted a compelling picture. The investigators were closing in on the truth. In 2022, Robert Atrops was brought in for another interview. This time, the investigators were armed with new evidence and a renewed sense of purpose. Significant discrepancies emerged between his 2022 statements and his original statements from 1988. These inconsistencies further eroded his credibility. Based on the mounting evidence, Robert Atrops was arrested in March 2023. He was finally held accountable for the crime he had allegedly committed decades earlier. He was indicted on a second-degree murder charge, setting the stage for a long-awaited trial. The legal battle would determine whether justice would finally be served for Deborah Atrops. The trial was a tense and emotional affair. The prosecution presented a compelling case, highlighting the inconsistencies in Robert's statements and the damning forensic evidence. The defense attempted to cast doubt on the evidence and portray Robert as a victim of circumstance, but the jury was ultimately unconvinced. On April 17th, the jury delivered their verdict, guilty. Robert Atrops was found guilty of the second-degree murder of Deborah Atrops. After decades of waiting, Deborah's family finally had the answer they had longed for. Justice had been served. Deborah Atrops was just 30 years old when her life was tragically taken. She was a vibrant and loving woman with a bright future ahead of her. She had married Robert in 1987, hoping to build a life together. But their relationship was strained, marked by conflict and unhappiness. Deborah worked as a secretary and bookkeeper, providing for her family. She was a dedicated and hard-working individual. She had a passion for the outdoors, enjoying camping and hiking. She found solace and joy in nature. Her murder was a result of domestic violence and a troubled relationship. It serves as a stark reminder of the devastating consequences of such abuse. Deborah's case underscores the importance of addressing domestic violence and providing support to victims. Her memory should inspire us to create a safer world for everyone. Robert Atrops is scheduled to be sentenced on May 20th. The court will determine the appropriate punishment for his crime. The sentencing will bring a final chapter to this long and arduous journey. It will provide a sense of closure for Deborah's family and friends. While no sentence can ever fully compensate for the loss of a life, it will send a message that violence will not be tolerated. Justice will prevail. The case of Deborah Atrops is a testament to the power of perseverance and the unwavering pursuit of justice. It is a reminder that even cold cases can be solved with dedication and determination. Her story will continue to resonate, serving as a reminder of the importance of remembering victims and holding perpetrators accountable. May she finally rest in peace.